Hello everyone, so this is going to be an unboxing for the Samson MK10 boom stand. This is something that I was able to actually get for a really great price. Usually most boom stands are like $24.99, and most of the ones that are any lower than that are usually off-brands, or they're crappy build quality, or they have problems, or they're just not really good products overall. And I was able to get this for $14.99, which, you know, believe it or not, actually right after I bought this, the price went back up to $24.99. So it's really great that I actually did buy this when I did, or else it would have, been the same price of just about every other boom stand that I've seen before. And this one is actually from Samson, which is actually the same company I actually got my shock mount from. So seeing that, as a similarity is actually quite interesting. And so let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Now, I'm going to try to cut it open. And by the way, this knife was a knife that one of my friends gave me for my birthday recently, which was, I'm not going to lie, it was actually really nice, and I actually didn't expect this, and I have actually used this for a couple of things lately. And as you can tell right here, it actually did get damaged right here. Hopefully the product inside did not get damaged. Honestly, I'm surprised it actually got hit right here, because the box itself, at least the box that this box was in, was actually not damaged at all. So maybe they changed the boxes, when they moved it from one place to another, and at some point it actually ended up getting damaged. But as long as the product on the inside is perfectly fine, then I'm really happy. It's actually going to be kind of hard to record this just because it's a boom stand, so it's going to be really tall, and it's going to be hard to actually be able to get the camera within the view. And I'm actually using my cheap microphone stand right now, or my tripod, just because that one is able to get much closer to the ground. And I think I seriously should have lowered the camera a little bit so then you could actually see this a little better. Reminds me of my lighting umbrellas, actually, by the way that it's, how it actually is compact right here. But let's go ahead and look at it. Now, honestly, this right here, I am not sure what that is. That is probably, actually, yeah, that's the microphone mount, I think. I've never used one of these, by the way. And the feet, ooh, man, I'm not going to lie. This thing is pretty hefty, honestly. And the feet is really, really thick rubber. So it looks like it's really not going to be shaking very much. Definitely much better than my first tripod, which is actually the one I'm using right now. And this is another reason I don't like to cheap out. Usually it's always great to go with a good brand or a good product that has good build quality. Now the other ones that have these right here, they actually don't have it quite like this. They actually have it to where it's like a, let's just say like a bolt or something right there that has like a screw or something metal going through it. And you literally just like turn it. I don't know how to explain it, but this one's definitely a little bit different. And actually there's two of them. Nice. And this right here looks like it's a latch or something. Oh, okay. So this is actually where you put the cable. So you just tuck it in underneath there, which is really nice because that way it's less likely to drag or trip or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and try to loosen this and try to get this set up now. I could easily do the legs. Whoa. So that's obviously not one of the legs. That's actually the part where the microphone is going to be on, which is probably going to be right here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get the main legs actually set up. Which, honestly, from the picture that I saw, the legs are actually much bigger than I thought. And wow, that actually hit me. And here's the latch right here. Which, this is a similar type of latch that I think that was on my tripod that I'm using right now. Yeah, it actually is. Interesting. Whoa. Yeah, this is definitely reminds me a lot of the lighting umbrella that I'm using. And I think all the legs are out. Okay, try to push them a little bit more. And ow, that thing hit me in the face again. And I'm probably going to have to move it, actually, the stand. And this is actually, okay. So this thing right here is exactly what I thought it was. This is the part that I actually saw in the picture they used to put a microphone on. So I could actually just take that off pretty easily. At least I should be able to. Oh, and you can actually turn it. So that's really good. And going to go ahead and take it off. See, it's right here. So it's very easy to actually put it on there. So what you do is you actually screw this part in, and you just slide in a microphone. It's going to have to be like a really skinny microphone. It's not a USB for USB microphones, of course. But it's really great for, let's just say, for vocals. If you're doing karaoke or anything like that, it's really great for that. But I've actually seen a couple of microphones that are like really long and really skinny, but produce really outstanding audio actually. So actually, there's a couple of microphones I could actually go for that are very similar quality to the one that I actually have right now, and from the same brand actually. So it actually wouldn't be that bad of an idea to actually get a microphone for vocals, because I'm not much of a karaoke person, but one of my friends, he does live streams, and he does a karaoke thing every single Saturday. And I'm not much of a singer or anything like that, but if I ever did actually want to practice and do better in vocals, then this would be a really great thing to actually use for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and actually cut it right here so then I could actually move the microphone, or the camera actually. Well, anyways, guys, as you can actually tell, I actually had to hire the tripod for the camera so much that you could actually see the green screen up there, which is what I'm going to be mostly using this with, and also just my regular videos in general, just because it's much more convenient. And as you can tell, this thing is really swinging, so I'm going to go ahead and try to tighten it, which I'm probably turning it the wrong way. No, okay, turning it this way. It's moving just a little bit, but the only way you could actually move is if you actually purposely move it, and probably tighten it a little bit more. Actually, you can. And here's where the cable actually clips right there, as you can tell. Going to turn it, and hopefully it doesn't hit the tripod, actually, that the microphone or the camera is actually on. I'm going to go ahead and probably loosen it. So then this way I can move the legs on this. I'm not going to lie, compared to my tripod, the legs are huge on this thing. So, cable's right there. And this part is probably what you turn in order to be able to, yeah, push this through more. Which is probably what I'm going to be using a lot, so then I can actually get it angled correctly. And on the other side, as you can tell, there's something like right here. And that's what I'm going to be using, which this is going to be very creepy and very close to the camera. This is what I'm going to be using so then I can actually get it angled correctly. So this is really nice. And so far, actually, it's getting a little bit tighter. I guess as I turned it or something like that, it tightened back up. But as long as you loosen it enough, you can definitely turn it as much as you possibly want. And yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you could actually move it this way pretty easily. And honestly, even without tightening, it's actually pretty rigid. Normally it would be extremely loose, as I would actually expect. I'm actually going to try to see if I could... Yeah. It's actually, even when just rapidly hitting, it's actually kind of hard, and it actually takes a while just to be able to actually turn it with this thing being tightened. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for this unboxing, and this is just a way for me to actually show you guys and give you guys a demonstration of what this looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and probably make some videos later talking to you guys actually about this and showing you guys how I'm going to be using it. And also, if I ever run into problems, let's just say on, well, I'm going to have to actually turn this on, let's just say this part right here. Because when it comes to these types of stands, lots of times people will actually get the wrong actual stand type, at least as far as like how this screws in for their microphone. And it looks like this is probably going to be the exact same size as the hole that's on my shock mount. So I'll be able to put my shock mount on there pretty well. And my shock mount actually does come with an adapter, so then it could fit with, you know, let's just say smaller holes and also bigger ones like this one. So I'm going to actually probably show you guys later actually which one fits on it, so then that way you can actually know what size you might have to use and if it'll actually fit your microphone. And also, in case you actually get an adapter, which you might, but if you have a, you know, a shock mount like I do, then it probably should actually come with one. And I'm not sure what this thing actually does, but it's definitely, well, it just keeps on turning. That's all it keeps on doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And yeah, so thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys, oops, in the next video. Well, anyways, guys, I actually forgot to show you guys that it can extend. I feel really stupid forgetting to actually mention that. But you can definitely extend it a lot. That's going to be more than enough to actually be able to get the microphone to my face. Because from where I'm actually holding the microphone, you can definitely see that it's actually in height within view, because the camera itself, the way I'm holding it, it's actually pretty aligned with my mouth right now. So it's definitely going to be more than enough to actually be able to get very close to my face. And that is just, you know, when it's really straightened. actually without actually angle it to get closer to my face. So right off the bat, the height is actually pretty good. It's not going to be the most tallest one, at least from the way it looks right now, but it'll certainly be really great and really useful. And with this, if you actually push it all the way out, I can't imagine how high you could actually get it. Probably not too far from the actual ceiling. So anyway, sorry guys for actually, rambling on and forgetting this, but